All right, so truck's in the air. Transmission, no good. So I wanted to just, let's do an intro here. The video you're gonna see is from the race. We went to the Piedmont No Prep race, Carolina No Time, and we raced street class. And we did terrible all day. First two passes, we left low power, was able to hook. Everybody was like 120, 130, 60 foot on no prep, and we were 150 in. So I was like, let's turn it up, and we could not get the power down. Went to eliminations, went against a car, went in test pass, and he went like a low 120, 60 foot, and he beat us. So we stayed and we did some testing in between rounds, and then we made a test pass, and first gear said bye. We don't know where it went, we can't find it. It just left the chat, and he said he was done. So now I'm pulling the transmission, because Dig or Die is next Saturday. This is the weekend after that race, so this is Thanksgiving weekend. So we're gonna pull this trans, and I've never been through one. So let's get this thing out and follow along with me, and let's see if I can work on a TH400 or not. All right, so we're out here, man. No Prep channel, finally. We're at the Carolina No Time No Prep event, Piedmont. So check out the track. Considering, you'll see in the video, I went down a muddy road. I think this will be all right. Just got to find a good spot to line up, I think. I don't like the lean on the left lane. It's got to lean. But we're here. We'll get the truck out, check some things over. Got Chris, a bunch of guys coming, so let's see what happens. Old Carolina No Time. Get this turd out. Hopefully it still runs good. What y'all think? Solid? God, you're ugly. You're all right, you're pretty cute. I know. You're gonna be famous, do you know that, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
You know how many subscribers I got? Do you know how many people watch my videos?
At
least
2 subscribers.
At least 15.
15?
Something like that, yeah.
You know who don't subscribe to you?
You?
Me.
I can't say that. I mean, beep. Okay, so I didn't video much. We had a lot of issues, and I don't really have anybody dedicated to videoing. It sucks. We scrambled all day trying to get the truck to work. You'll see in the video I got some decent test passes in. You know, we made 3 test passes. First 2 hooked up, pulled the front tires. Come back, my cow tracks had come undone from the jam nuts because you can't get to them. I went back and I put like a round back in it. That's where I thought I had it. We went out and I turned it up just a little bit. Went out and blew the tire off. I said, dude, I don't know what happened. I think I turned it up too much. So I went back and turned it back down. Went out, and this was for eliminations, first round. Blew the tire slap off. You know, no chance. And you know what, that we're gonna make it. So luckily they were doing testing tuning in between rounds. So I'm out, I do the buybacks, $100. And I go back and I'm like, man, I think it's my cow tracks. Let's fix that. And I turn it back to where I had it, and I put the cow tracks where I thought they should be. We still knocked the tire off just a little bit, not as bad, but we knocked the tire off. And half track, man, we kept breaking loose. I mean, just straight, it'll blow the tires, it's smoking. So this is a game that is extremely hard to figure out if you don't know what you're doing. But I want to say huge thanks to Robbie Dollar and Leo Sanchez. And I think it's YouTube's the SS Rob. Man, them guys come over and they don't even know who I am, man, and help me. Leo's been helping me through Facebook. But now the truck is back. We were supposed to go to Dig or Die Thursday, or the 3rd. But I got a feeling I messed the trans up. I lost first gear. It's out. Never been in one of these. So I really don't have a way to stand this up, and I really need to Google something, but the front pump, I know that's what that is. I've got the bolts out, but I need to go ahead and get the pan off. So I'm gonna figure out a way to stand this up, and then we'll pull it apart. All right, so I got my wife behind the camera. So I haven't pulled this out yet, and I truly have no idea what I'm doing. But I read online that these 2 holes were threaded, and I read online you can pry on the front pump from here, and me and my wife just finally got it loose. So we're gonna set this, see what this looks like when we pull this out. I got no clue. Hopefully stuff don't fly apart. Okay. Well, this is the front pump, I know that. But I'm not gonna take it apart. So, front pump. Now this is where I really have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm pretty sure you can grab this, and this is the direct drum. Oh, that sounds like there's a lot in there. Yep, that's a direct drum in the sprag. I'm assuming. But it's not broke.
It's not.
I'm pretty sure it's gotta be. Yeah. This is the direct drum, 100%. And these are all like forged gears. I know you can't break that. Maybe that's not the spray. Maybe this is the spray. No, I'm pretty sure this is. I don't know. But I can tell you it don't look broke. And it does not look broke. Now this, oh, I don't know. I don't even know how you're supposed to get that out. That's when them guys use them fancy tools that they got that grab everything. Okay. Just grab it like that. Don't drop it.
Oh, don't drop that. Oh, man.
Okay, no. That's the intermediate. So this is your intermediate section, which is your 2nd gear. Dude, I don't see nothing wrong.
Maybe
I know you pull this,
inside
you
of
have to
that.
pop these snap rings out to get, that's where the clutches are. Your metals or your steels, whatever you're gonna call them, then you got the clutch fibers in the center. But this is the intermediate. This is what should have been broke from what we assumed was broke. They even welded the snap ring on. I didn't know they did that. It's gonna make it harder for me to get it apart. And this is the 2nd and 3rd. And see, they got these little, I don't know how that comes out. All right, so let's do some recapping. I'm gonna put all this in there because I know I was wrong, and now I know more than I knew before the last clip. So check this out. Oh, this part, I just put that back. I wish I wouldn't have. But actually, I'm gonna pull that out, hang on. So I now learned on Turbo 400s that this piece right here. So this is your input shaft and your front drum, your 1st gear, okay? And then if you flip it over, the clutches come out. It's a little snap ring right here, this comes out. So this is the clutches. They look good, right? Reds, that's what they're supposed to be. Steels, they're okay. All right, so the 2nd drum you pull out, that's your intermediate drum and sprag, but it actually holds the clutches for 3rd gear. No bueno. These were red. Those steels are hot spotted, right? Really bad, not good, but still functional. This is up under this drum, and it sits down in these grooves, and there's a big snap ring that holds it in right here. So these, not good. Let me just show you something. So there's your front piece. They sit down in the trans like that. This comes off. Let me just tell you, that's welded together. That's 3 of the 4 clutches. It's the only one that come off. These are literally welded together from heat. Crazy heat. Look how hot this got. So with that being said, 2nd gear was locked and would never disengage to go down to the 1st. So the forward drum was activated, but because second gear was locked in and would never disengage, it would never go down to first. That's why I only had second and third. So we did find the culprit. So thank God, you know, yeah, this is bad, right? Like really bad. But look at that color. It's like I was stainless welding. God, that's crazy. But the good news is, fixable. Not sure why that happened. It could be, you know, either way, not really sure why that happened. It could have been, you know, the clutch, they have a clearance like 40, 50 thousandths, the guy told me. So it could be the clearances for the clutches. It could have been too tight, causing premature wear. It could have been a lot of things. But sure, now I know more about these things. That's fantastic, and I actually understand how they work. But I'm not too familiar with clearances. I mean, sure, I can slap it back together and make dig or die, which we are. We're going to make dig or die. But I got a guy out the road that's going to put new clutches and steels in it for me and clearance everything and just make sure everything else is right and the way it's supposed to be, just so they have that peace of mind. So I'm going to slap this thing back together with the old stuff, run it up the street tomorrow, and then put it back in the truck. So there she is. What a mess. It never fails, man. I literally work on this thing more than anybody I know that works on their stuff. I work for 6 months, race it once, break it. So I'll work for another 2 weeks, race it, break it. But now we have an understanding of how this works, which is great. Again, I appreciate the support so much. We're growing slowly, and that's, you know, that's due to me. I don't upload as much as I should, and that's just lack of effort on my side, and I'm sorry. But we're gonna go and put this thing back together, load it up tomorrow, and put it in the truck. So we'll be at Dig or Die, better come out. Again, thanks for all the support. Like, subscribe, watch my videos. See you at the next one.